You guys doing? In reference to the information of my mother and father, uh, how wealthy do you think my mother and father were? I'm the owner of the estates of everything. So, in reference to government man, when my mother and father had provided a financial basic information of things, a minimum amount, not to go below that level, in reference to financial standards that my mother and father financially provided for me, why are your agents stealing it? Because you thought you were the child of my mother and father? Well, if you thought you were the child of my mother and father, you're going to need to get arrested. Because that royal protocol in the media is worldwide documents that people know about. And it is a very important document. And it says there's only one child of my mother and father, me. So when my parents provided a financial standard of living, just it can exceed that. Like if I wanted to get more monies from things. But in reference to, basics of things, my parents had documents, financial documents, where they had provided financial monies for me on a weekly and monthly basis forever. Uh, and plus, I'm the owner of the estates. Don't confuse that. When my parents provided that information and documents to the Treasury, how much do you think that was? Of course, it's not any of your concern to be delegating any confusion on that because it all belongs to me. And I'm the only child of my mother and father. So, in reference to your government agents or whoever you are that are intercepting monies and financial portfolio information in reference to my biological birth name, my birth name, why are your people stealing it? Why are your people making false investigations to hold on to monies that you have no legal right ever trying to claim at all? And don't forget, I was born with a big penis. You ever try to frame me, you ever try to steal any of my penis, you can get put on trial for the death penalty. If you damage my teeth, you have to get arrested or apprehended and you need to go into court. My teeth are my real teeth. They've been my real teeth my whole life. You don't have no right damaging my face and teeth because you were trying to steal from me. So in reference to the financial standards of living that my parents had provided documents to the Treasury, where are those documents? Those documents need to be published in certain acknowledgments. And a reference to people that try to say stupid things like, oh, they thought your mother was holding out on them. They thought your father was holding out on them. No, 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 no. My parents owned companies, man. And you can get arrested for falsely claiming you thought my parents owed you something. Do you understand what that means, man? And if it's tracked back to the information of where your people was involved in the murder of my parents, you're going to be going to prison for a long time. Probably for the rest of your lives. I'm not playing your tricks. I'm not playing your little dick game either. That's why the Supreme Court has to be ordered to order people or order the information on the internet to put pictures of my real factual penis size on the internet. Because these people tried to call me some little dick man, or they tried to steal my penis and then tried to call me a little dick man. Now, see, my penis is my penis. It's really a very important part of my identity. It's not so much, male sexuality of a male penis is very important to individuals, of course, in their relations, of, whatever type of relations they have. But my penis is more of a documentation of who I am and who my biological father is and my biological grandfathers and who my mother is. So don't forget, penis size or penis genetics comes from both male and female of a person's family in reference to their birth parents. So in reference to your government agents that have been, you're burning my teeth right now, man. Do you think you own something? What are you trying to see for, man? What you trying to see for, man? What you looking at? Satellite man. You like to see for things, don't you? What you trying to see, man? Hello, Treasury departments around the world, and hello, international courts. That satellite man just seems like he's always got to see for something, don't you? You better leave me alone, satellite man. You're violating European law and international law, and you're violating the royal monarch laws of England, France, and Italy, and America, too. They just hit my throat. So back to the point of financial monies. A lot of the questions that are going to be asked are pretty much straight to the point. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. Which person's stealing the postal mail? Where's my lawsuit monies? Which person's holding on to it? And lots of other simple, direct questions towards your criminal activities of your people trying to steal my identity and your people trying to shit on my life. It is attempted murder every day. You think you're funny, don't you? We'd like to hear your laughter on YouTube, man. Oh, you don't have the big balls like you say you do, right? Why don't you put it on YouTube, man? I got little balls, but I got a big penis. I was born with one of the largest penises in the world. And the Supreme Court needs to order people in the media to put the actual factual size of what my penis is supposed to be in photographs on the internet. Because these men have tried to frame me and tried to call me some little penis man. I got little balls, that's for sure. I'm not a big balls person. I got little balls. Medium to little balls, you know. But I was born with one of the largest penises in the world. And in reference to my athletic ability, too, that needs to be documented and advertised on the internet. They hit my throat again, and they hit me across the teeth. It's another $25 trillion plus lawsuit against the United States government. Are you denying it, government man? Haven't received any of the lawsuits yet, man. And don't forget, there's some quadrillion-dollar plus lawsuits against your government agents for murdering my parents. Are you denying that too? The U.S. government has to admit 100% fault. And in reference to the courts that did not protect my parents, when my parents had to go to court against criminals in American government, the court laws state, and the policies of the Supreme Court say they had to be obligated, they had to obligate themselves as an understanding of the policies of the Supreme Court to make sure that me and my parents was protected from criminals and dirty government. Now, my name is on some of those court cases from when I was a little boy against the dirty government. My race and DNA and fingerprints are on those documents too, aren't they? So who are the people that are trying to play tricks? There's a lot of information, a lot of categories that have to be touched on in reference to mentioning the information. Do not misrepresent. This is a very touchy situation. And the definition of a touchy situation means don't touch. You know, in reference to people trying to physically touch on me or trying to hurt me or trying to put markings on my body or people trying to steal my identity. So when my parents had a financial standard of living that they provided for me, and you had your government agents trying to steal my identity, and your people trespassed on my mother and father's mansion properties, your people are going to need to go to court, man. And you're violating the American Dentist Association laws And they can impeach government people for crimes of mutilations and genocide mutilations of people's teeth. And their activities of targeting a person because they have beautiful teeth. Now, what's your wealth value, government man? Where'd you get your credentials at? What was the value of the person that gave you those credentials? They hit my throat again. They hit me across the teeth right here. You know, that satellite shit was outlawed back in the 60s, man. How long have your people been using those satellites doing that shit to people, man? I need you to step into court, man, or you need to go into court. World Protocol, my identity's in the media 24 hours a day. And it has been since I was born.